Okay, so I just got this bike a couple of days ago. I'm from London, but now I live in Japan. I've been here just over a year, and I've saved up for a bike. I had two bikes in London, I had an FJ12 and Thunder Ace 1000. Sold those before I come to Japan, and I've been saving my money and sort of looking, sort of half-heartedly looking for another bike while I've been here. And yeah, this one come up from my local kind of little dealership, Red Baron in Tokushima. So I went to look at it, I really liked it. It was in my price range as well, so I got it. So here it is. Yeah, really like it. My very first bike was a Yamaha R6, and I always wondered what the difference would be between an R1 and an R6. That R6 was like back in 2003 to 2005, I owned that. Just went everywhere on it. I used to do like literally hundreds of miles on a weekend, like all the time. I was out on that bike all the time. I had really good fun with it. I think the mileage was something like 4,000 miles when I got it. Sold it 2 years later with just under 20,000 miles. So it gives you an idea how much I rode it. Anyway, what was I on about? Yeah, it's a long time ago, but from what I remember, yeah, the R1 is a lot faster. It's more torquey. It feels just as light, and there's a lot more power. So yeah, cool. I like this bike. Also, this bike, they're quite old now. This is a 1999, so around 20 years, you know, bikes tend to get classic status, and people start buying them just to sort of look after them and just have an old bike to just to kind of say they've got an old bike. I don't know why, but also it's old enough now where people really loved the bike when they were younger but couldn't get insurance or couldn't afford one, and now the prices are right down and they're a bit older, so there's nothing stopping them getting them, so they get bought up by people who really sort of lusted after them many years ago. It happens with cars all the time. And the performance is still stonkingly fast. When I first got on it, I thought it's not that much different to the Yamaha Thunder Ace I had, but when you really give it some and really maneuver it about, it's definitely a faster bike. So what I want to do, I've created this YouTube channel just to show off this bike, because when I was researching Yamaha R1s on YouTube, every single video is just some dickhead like doing 160 down the road, like undertaking cars and stuff. So I'm going to make a channel just to show off this bike with just a small level of maturity, which is impossible to find at the moment. So if you're interested in this bike, you just want to learn about it, you just want to see what it's about, or like me, like customizing bikes, so you just want to see what the parts are like that are on there and how you might take it apart and stuff, and how you might change things. I'm going to make this channel kind of for you, because I'm just basically making this channel what I would want to see. So I like the fact this bike is already a little bit customized, so it gives me a green light just to do what I want to it. Because if it was like perfectly standard, it makes me kind of hesitant to change things, because it's an old bike and it's classic status, you know, they kind of go up in value, but they've got to be really ultra original, like really completely standard. So this one's obviously not perfect condition. It's got a lot of scuffs on it. What's that? Like a broken crash bung. This one, if I had, when I went to the dealership, if I had spoken to them about it, I said, has it ever been dropped? If they said no, I would have walked away, because they're obviously lying. It's that. There's a few little worn out things, so things I will do to it. New grips, replace that. So easy to replace. I don't know why people wouldn't do that kind of thing. New levers both sides, because it just looks new and nice. I'll take this off, I'll repaint that properly. It looks like they just used brush paint on it. I'll get it all nicely painted. I may even get it back to alloy. I don't know, it's just something's going to be changed in the future. This all looks good. Might get rid of that or replace that. Sort of fills this space nicely. I can repair that much better, get rid of that. Replace this, it looks all crazed and crappy. What else we got? These aren't standard. This or something, what does that say? Kirk. I don't know what that is. Nice exhaust, titanium. I don't know if you can see in there. It's going nice and blue, so this is cool. A really large diameter section pipe as well, I really like. I've got over racing exhaust. I never heard of over racing, but they're quite common in Japan. Japanese flag there. Run through with this great power. Okay, I will do that. I've never seen this before on a bike. It's quite big, like I don't know if you can tell, it's quite deep, like it fills up this whole space. I'm dying to take that off and to see what the difference in sound is like. Maybe there's a difference in power. Maybe it doesn't make any difference, just makes it not run nicely, I don't know, but it's something I'm going to be playing with. But this bike, like I say, I've just got it, and there's a month warranty on it, so I'm just going to ride it around as it is for that month, and then it's game on, I'll change things. But my Thunder Ace, I think I made a few videos of my Thunder Ace and my FJ12 were quite customized. I really changed completely the look of them. This one I'm not going to do like that because I don't have a workshop, I don't have a garage with tools and stuff, so it's a bit harder to get stuck into a custom bike project here in Japan for me now. So I will just look after it and just tweak things. This is quite messy. I might shorten these. I don't know why they're so long. I quite like the look of all this. This is quite cool. Chain looks to be quite good condition. I don't imagine that's standard. I can't imagine they put a leery thing like that. Basically, I hate kind of leery anodized things. I think they look tacky. You know, like you see Street Fighter bikes with the crappy custom levers and all bright yellow and shit, and bright green. I think that looks terribly tacky. I've never had mirrors on my bike. I used to take the speedos off and all that, so this is all quite strange for me riding a standard bike. Even in London, basically the trick is you have a open face helmet, and then you can just see, you have like a greater peripheral vision, and then you get used to it. It takes like a week to get used to it, like really nothing at all. And I used to ride from Seven Sisters to Wimbledon on a motorbike and back. It's quite a big journey, like 15, 16 miles perhaps. Loads of traffic all the way. Never had a problem with no mirrors. It just makes you, and no speedo as well, never got a speeding ticket or nothing. Illegal number plate. Like, I think London police have got too much going on to bother with like small traffic offences, especially in rush hour. Maybe I was only getting away with it because I was only in rush hour, I don't know. I think it's a standard. I love the blue dot brakes on R1s, they're cool. I think these were on my Thunder Ace as well. I can't remember what my R6 had, maybe the same, can't remember now. Braided hoses, I don't know if they're standard, but that's cool. Another thing I really love about this bike, 190 section rear tyre. Let me know in the comments if that's standard, I don't know. It certainly looks like it's kind of bulging over the edge of the tyre, of the wheel a bit. I would have loved to put a 190 on my, looking at gap clearance. If I could have got a 190 on my FJ12, that would have been great. But the FJ12 standard rear tyre, I think it was like 150. It looks really skinny. It looks so stupid. So I bought like a kit. I got a new sprocket and a custom brake carrier and stuff, and it allowed you to put a wider rear wheel on. So I got a ZR 1000 rear wheel on the back of my FJ12. They look cool. But on this channel, I find all my old motorbike videos and I'll put them on this channel as well. But if you search custom FJ12, you'll see my bike. There's loads of it all over the internet. That's getting painted black. I hate that being white. Indicators just look massive to me. I may do what I did on my Thunder Ace. I got some like flush ones, and they just go right up to the bodywork. They look much nicer. This, I don't know why that's clear. I'm not going to be racing around with my head down here looking through that, so I may just paint that black on the inside, and then I think I look nicer. Probably going to take the mirrors off. I think it looks more sporty. I just feel like I'm riding around a Mickey Mouse with big mirrors like that. And another thing that I absolutely love, I love this. In the UK, yeah, every single person gets a sports bike and they put this crappy, shitty tyre tread kind of shaped sticker here. Fuck knows why they do it. I hate it so much. And you can't get them off, because by the time you buy the bike secondhand, it's been on there years, and you can't peel it off without damaging the paint. I can imagine the only reason for putting it on there is to protect this small section of the tank from a metal zip on your jacket. But my FJ12, I pulled it off and I damaged the paintwork, and I meant to get it repainted. I never did the whole time. It never marked it anymore. It never got any worse from having like zips on my jacket. So they just look so shit. Benefits are just nothing, and you ruin your bike and you can't get it off without damaging the paint. So just please, if you get a bike, don't stick anything here. And look how much, for me, that's so nice to see that nice and clean and crappy sticker on it. And that Thunder Race as well, I had one on it as well, and I was like, for fuck's sake, I just left it on there because the paintwork was really good on the tank, so I didn't want to ruin it trying to take it off. This, I might paint it black. When I take it off, I'm going to have a look at it. I may even just leave it off for a bit because it'll show off the back wheel a lot more. This, if I'm repairing that, I may just repaint the whole thing. I like the idea of it being black and have a white sticker there instead and get rid of these stickers. I don't know, maybe go matte black. So this is shiny black, matte black. One thing they told me, they said the Yamaha R1, I've never heard this before when I researched it and I couldn't find any information on it, but they said the Yamaha R1 was kind of developed for other countries and not Japan, like specifically the UK in mind, because we liked big bikes and sports bikes were really popular. So this bike was actually destined to go to the UK, but because Japanese people said they wanted them, they kind of changed the rules, so they kept a few of them back. So this bike was destined for the UK. So this Speedo actually, even though the clock is actually measuring miles rather than kilometers, which is the standard here. So in the UK you've got like dipped beam and full beam or whatever, parking brake, whatever. This is just fixed in position. I can't actually do anything with that. It's just lights. Lights are just on permanently, which is a thing in Japan, and then I can change the full beam there. So that's cool. What else we got? Got some like hoses, looks like they've been changed there. They look a bit kind of faded and dried out, so I may change those, just like black ones. I don't want to highlight anything like that. Just get it all black and hidden inside. But I'm very happy with the bike and I love riding it. I think the performance is stonking, but like I say, I've only just got it, so I'm going to go out early mornings and night times. I can take my camera, I can show you a bit of Japan, like big birds flying about like that. And yeah, so stay tuned. And if you're interested in this bike, it'll be a good channel for you to subscribe to, because I will be showing how it's put together as I take things apart and whatnot. So that's that. This is my first video walking around the bike. It's brand new to me, so I'll be learning a bit about it as I go along. What's that? Can't be standard as well. Yeah, so I'm learning about the bike. So when I change little things, I'll make a little video to show how things come apart, how it looks, what we're doing. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I'll just tidy it up. Oh my God, look at these mirrors. But yeah, there's loads of little things. This looks not standard. These Japanese number plates are cool, yeah, that's a standard plate. Non-reflective, doesn't have to be lit up. I don't think so anyway. Maybe there's a, oh yeah, there's a light there, yeah. So this will be lit up at night time. It's just got a clear window, so the brake lights will illuminate that.